install Neo4j database, which is a graphing database, onto Windows 2019 server. So here we have an instance of Windows 2019 server, and I have Chrome browser installed on here, which is necessary to have a sane, viable way of getting anything on this server without Explorer blocking you. So let's look for Neo4j community. And sorry, this is going to be so boring, but download. Okay, don't care about that. Neo4j download. Okay, I think this is what I want here. Neo4j has a download page. That's not it. Okay, let's try that. This looks like it. I know the current version is like 4 dot something, so there it is. So now these tabs here, I don't want enterprise, I don't want desktop, I want community. So hit this tab here, and now you'll see that you have community selected. And now for Windows, I'm going to get this one here. It should start downloading down here. See what's going on. I don't see it downloading yet. Okay, this is necessary here too. Hit this. Looks like there's 2 of them coming down. There we go. Okay, so when this comes down, we're going to unzip it. And we're going to move it to program files, and we're going to install it. The other thing you need for this whole thing is you need Java JDK 11 installed before you do much with Neo4j. So let's first get Neo4j on here. Okay, there it is. We got it. We don't need this page anymore. You want to go here to the folder for downloads. Let's go to downloads. Neo4j should be here. Extract this. Extract it. Okay, we're extracted. Now, this is in my downloads and I don't want it there. I want it to be in program files. I'm not sure if this is 64 bits or not, but we'll assume it is. And for that, I'm going to go to the program files directory here. We're going to move this into here. So just move it into here. There's your Neo4j right there. Forget about the download part of it. Now we need to get JDK 11 in this thing, so back to the browser. And it's at Oracle somewhere. I don't really quite know where it is, but let's get that thing in here. Download JDK 11, blah, blah, blah. Okay, this looks like it here. I want to get it for Windows. Here it is. Download it. Of course, you gotta sign in to freaking Oracle. Okay, there comes our download. This will give us JDK 11, which you need to run this thing. And as everything with Java, it's painful, so let's install it. Okay, there it is. Okay, well, I think it's downloaded, Mr. Oracle. All right, so that's downloaded supposedly. So let's go there to downloads again. And there's the JDK thing right there. That should work, I hope. It's taking a long time. Maybe it didn't download. No, it did. There it is. All right, this will get our JDK in here. Okay, now the other problem with this is we need to put in variables that this thing needs, which is a total headache. So to do that, we're going to go to Control Panel. Go to Control Panel, System, Advanced Settings, Environment Variables, and we'll want to change the path. So let's do that. And I don't remember this exactly, so I'm going to cheat and go to another server, which I just set up another server doing this. So I'm going to go to that server and pull the values out, if you'll bear with me here. And that might be off screen, but I'm going to cut and paste the values out of it because I want to get this right the first time without mistakes. So I'm now off screen trying to find those values for us. I'm sorry this video isn't so scripted, right? Gonna go in Control Panel on that one. Control Panel on that server off screen and go to System and go to the Advanced Settings, Environment Variables. Okay, so we need something called Java Home. So I'm going to make this variable called Java Home. And that path is going to be, and I'm going to copy it off of here. If I can copy that path, I will. Copy it. Okay, good. I got the path. That path must be this. And that points to the JDK. So it's really where the JDK was installed. So trust me, that works. All right. And now we have to alter this path. So let's get into that. And what I'm going to do is go off screen and find that path and put in the part that had the Java stuff in it. Actually, that's not right. I'm going to cancel this. Going to go down here to the path on this one here. Going to do an edit. And I'm going to add the Java down here. So I'm going to go off screen and do that path. Do an edit. And I need something here called JDK bin. So here we'll do a new, and I'll just cut and paste that thing in here to make it easy on us, right? Easy's good. All right, so I got the path from my other server here. Gonna put it in here with a paste. So that is wrong. Let's do an edit on that. I'm not copying it very well off this other server here. So I'm going to edit the path again. And it's the bin path. Actually, that is not right. I need a bin path, and I think that's right with a bin on the end. So let me try and get it here. I think all we need is that line with a bin on the end. So it's just a bin on the end. Like that. So make sure it looks like this with a bin on the end. Now, to make this work, you got to log out and log back in again because it needs to source those into the profile that's running right now. So that stuff's all in here. Let's double check it, make sure it's still here. We got Java home in there, which is right. We have our path here. We have this thing in here with a bin. So that's all we need. So now you want to log out and log back in. Let's do that. Log out, log back in. Don't do a shutdown, just log out. So sign out, shut down, sign out, sign back in. Okay, you want to kill off server manager. There, now we can verify that things are good by bringing up a command again. Here we go. There's our command again. Make sure the path is here. Java. Oh, it doesn't look too good, does it? I wouldn't have the Java bin in here. I don't see it. Oh, that looks good right there, right? So that's working. Okay, that looks good. So it looks like we're okay. Now, I'm on here as administrator, okay? And to make this work, we're going to put Neo4j as a service in. So we first want to go to our Neo4j location, which is in program files. Okay, and we go to Neo, and we go to Neo again. I'm just doing this because I did it once before. I know it right now, so. Okay, go to bin. Okay, and you want to do a Neo4j install service. And if everything's working, this will go without an issue. So hopefully it'll, okay, good, it worked. So that has put Neo4j in as a service. And note, so now if you want to use this thing outside of the server, you want to do a few things. First of all, we have to open up the firewall. So let's figure out how to do that. In Windows, the firewall has its own command. Go back into Control Panel here, and find the firewall. Firewall. Here it is. All right, I want to do this one. And I think we do advanced settings on this. Okay. There's our advanced settings. Okay, you don't want to import or export. You don't want to do that. You want to add something here. You want to add an inbound rule. They've actually made this better. So now I'm going to do a new rule. Okay, good. And I want to do ports. Whoops, darn it. Ports. Next. TCP is correct. Now I want to name out the ports that Neo4j needs. And I have that on my off-screen server. So I guess I could Google for them. Or I could use the, okay, let's do that. Let's Google for these things. Google for them. Firewall, Neo4j ports. And I know we need 7474. 7474. We need these two, I know that. 7474. Let's put that in. We need 7474. And a comma. And we need the bolt port. 7687. There were a few more too. Let me check my other server here and see what those were. That's the safest way to do it. I'm off screen, I apologize. Do a firewall here. Well, I guess I could show you what I'm doing over here. Here's the other server. And I want to do firewall in this one. Firewall. Just gonna grab the ports off this one that I configured. Advanced settings. So we're just gonna put it like a Neo4j. I'll copy the Neo4j I put in here. And we gotta find it. Neo4j. I think it's up at the very top. There was like a Neo4j thing in here I put in. Don't see it. Well, don't see it over there. Doesn't matter. Let's use Google again. Figure it out. Okay, we did that. Of course, I can't find things now because they're getting lost. All right. There's my services. And all right, so where were we? I gotta find the ports that Neo actually uses. I'm sorry, I'm not very organized today. Neo4j ports. Okay, so we're going to need 7474, 7473, I guess, if we have HTTPS. 7473. What else? Bolt is 7687. There's like a debug port here too we might want. Those might be enough for now. Remote debugging is going to be 5005. Let's include that too. Okay, so that'll get Neo4j running for us enough. Allow the connection. Yeah, that's good. So let's do that. Okay, so that'll work fine. Here we go. So that should do it. I'm not sure why this came back. So there's my Neo4j right there. And let's check it again. Let's check the ports on it. Scope. Neo4j enabled. Okay, there's the ports, so that looks fine. And that way we can get into Neo4j from anywhere in the world. So let's do that. Now, the other problem is there's a Neo4j configuration file that we got to muck around with too. So we can close the firewall stuff here. And we can change the Neo4j config file. So to do that, we first want to go to the config file, which is pretty easy to find. Let's go to the config file using Explorer here. And we're going to go to C drive, program files, Neo4j, Neo4j, config files. Okay, so we're going to associate this with write or notepad. So we want to do an open with notepad. Yeah, use notepad. Okay, now we want to look for HTTP and find it. There's our connector by Bolt. I can't make this thing scroll right. There we go. So at any rate, here's Bolt, and uncomment this. Uncomment this one here. And put in 0000. That way it'll link, it'll bind to any address. So that's it for connector for that. Do the same thing for Bolt here. And so I can try and get HTTPS working later, but for now, I just want to make it work to show you how it works without using encryption. And I think that's all we need here. Bolt, HTTPS, and I think that's all we got to do in here. So when we're done, just save this file. It'll overwrite the old configuration, I'm hoping. Of course, if we're not running privileged, it won't. Let's see what happened. Let's edit the file again. Make sure that it worked. Okay, let's go down. Let's find it again. Let's find it again. Make sure it changed it. Okay, this one is changed. Yes, yes. So they're in here. Okay, that's all we need to know. Now let's start the service up and see if we have it running correctly. Okay, so we installed, this is a service as you watched, and we're going to now start the service. So for that, we're going to go to services, just like in the old days, right? And we're going to find the correct service here. Ah, this crazy thing. Okay, so let's find Neo4j. Neo4j. Here it is. Okay, so if we did things right, this will start. It's an automatic. It should start on next reboot, but let's start it manually here. Looks like it's trying to start. Okay, it's running, hopefully. Now, if this is running correctly, we can log into it from anywhere in the world or from localhost. So why don't I try it from my Mac, which will come up with a browser which is not on this Windows 2019. So here's a browser on my Mac which has nothing to do with this server, and I'm going to put in HTTP 169.62.105.57, which is this VM that's hosted externally on a cloud. And if it works right, this will come up and it'll work. Looks like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, and I gotta put in 7474. 7474. There it comes. So that's good. So we're gonna put in a default password here of Neo4j. And password Neo4j. And if that works, your Neo4j server is up and you got it working on Windows 2019 server. Okay, so we're up. And I can throw a password in here. And again. That's it. We're running. So that's how to run Neo4j, and I'm connected from my Mac iMac at home. So that's how to do it. So thanks for watching the video. I know it was long, but there were no mistakes, and we got Neo4j running on Windows Server 2019. We opened the firewall, we installed the software, we installed Java, and we logged in from a different system on the port from anywhere in the world. So look at that. This is how to do it. You guys are set. Have a great day. Don't screw up and install Neo4j. Bye.